Chinese-born scientist Sherry Chen got her job back this week in the United States after the government falsely accused her of espionage. But Asian American advocates say her case may not be the last.
Unfortunately, when there are trade tensions or any type of economic competition between countries, and this isn't specific to Asia or China, but generally, that causes similar tensions with respect to race and ethnicity.
As trade tensions rise between Washington and Beijing, the U.S. government is threatening to curb Chinese investment and restrict visas for Chinese researchers. And this week, the Pentagon banned the sale of Chinese-made cell phones on all U.S. military bases. Stephen Heifetz is an attorney who helps companies navigate U.S. investment regulations around national security concerns. How tough is it to be a Chinese company that wants to buy or invest in the United States right now?
It is tough. The committee that conducts national security reviews of inbound investments in the United States has been particularly tough on Chinese investors. They've probably scuttled close to 20 deals in the last year, which is a very significant number.
And U.S. companies which want to do business with China are pushing back. 10 industry representatives recently met with Treasury officials, arguing proposals to expand national security reviews are too broad.
Where industry has said we need to be more precise, the legislation needs to be more precise. It can't be so expansive, potentially reviewing any sharing of intellectual property or any time there is a fund that makes investments that might have a foreign limited partner.
John Yang and other Asian American advocates are trying to make sure suspicions about Chinese policy don't become false accusations against Chinese people. Yang recently demanded a meeting with new FBI Chief Christopher Wray after Wray told lawmakers in February that Chinese academics and students are and should be under surveillance. Yang says he's keeping tabs on other incidents of discrimination against Chinese Americans.
National security issues, legitimate, we get that. But how do you respond to it? If you characterize an entire race as being somehow suspicious, or that all Chinese American scientists should be surveilled or should be treated with suspicion, that goes too far. That is not effective as a national security policy.
Jessica Stone, CGTN, Washington.